Hello and welcome to another episode of Scrapped. This is episode 16. I'm Linda Day, and this is a weekly video that I do with three of my other friends. Amelia's was last week, Rachel's was the first week, and Candace took over for me during the second week when I normally do it. So I'm happy to be here today with you guys. This month, if you've watched the other videos, we have been focusing on these scrapbook templates. Now, these are in our annual catalog. And on page 28, you can find these 8 different scrapbook templates. And we decided to take this one right here, this third one, or the second one in. We took this one and we all decided to create a scrapbook page off of that. And my scrapbook page or my video is going to be a little bit different today because I'm not actually going to make my page in front of you. I'm just going to explain how you can get this from this. So this is a scrapbook page of my husband and I. We went and had some dinner with some friends, as you can see. And so I'm going to kind of describe the elements of this page. So if you look here on this template, you have the big piece, which would be the 12 by 12 in my case. And then you have another smaller piece, and that would be this piece right here, which I did in the Misty Moonlight. And then you have, it looks like you have 3 pictures. So I do have 3 pictures. And then if you can see right here, they have this little circle, and they would probably consider that to be an embellishment, but I decided to use a 4th picture instead of an embellishment there. And I omitted this little banner here, and then I did my journaling up here, as you can see. So the thing I love about templates is you can take them as a jumping off point. They give you kind of an idea, but then you can take what you have and make it your own. And I use templates all the time to create scrapbook pages. I think they're a very easy way to get those creative juices flowing and to be able to create something that's unique to you. So a couple things I wanted to go over on this page. First of all, so like I said before, I took this piece, this layer, and I just made it bigger instead of being kind of more in like the original template did. And then some elements on here that I love. I have this is from a new release that we just had. It's called Just a Note. It has a stamp set with lines, which I love, and then it has a die set. So as you can see here, this is one of my favorite die sets we've ever had because it creates that notebook looking piece of paper. And then this is probably my most favorite feature, is you have this die right here, and it creates actual paper clips. Like, these are literally paper clips, you guys. They're made out of paper. So anyway, I did this and I just loved it so much. Like, it made me so happy. And then of course you can see I did a couple little hearts there using the heart die, but this would also be a paper clip, and you can create lots of fun different things. So I bring this stamp set up because as I was looking at my pictures, trying to decide what I would use to scrapbook these pictures, I came to the decision that in these pictures, there's a lot of blue and gray. So we're wearing blue pants. He has on a blue shirt. I am on a gray shirt. My husband's shirt is kind of the mixture of both. So there's just a lot of blue and gray. And so that's where I took my colors from. And these papers are from the, let me try to remember the name of it really quickly. They are from, called Country Lace. I couldn't remember the name. So anyway, these are from the Country Lace DSP that we had. I didn't check to see if this is still available, but if it is, go ahead and grab some because it's beautiful paper. I love it so much. But then as I was also thinking about how to scrapbook this page, I realized I didn't really have any food stamp sets that were like spaghetti or anything that would work with that. So I was like, you know what? It's great to have a stamp set like this, a die set that you can use just on about anything and still make your page look cute. And then the next thing I want to talk about are alphabets. So here I took one alphabet. This is the alphabet I used. It's called Alphabet Fun. Now this is a very old alphabet that Stampin' Up! Had. It says 2002 on the copyright here on the stamp. So this is a very, very old alphabet. We used to have so many alphabets. And my tip for you would be this, to get on eBay and see what alphabet stamps are there. That's actually what I did. I did not buy this directly from Stampin' Up! Because at that point, I was not even part of Stampin' Up! I didn't even know what Stampin' Up! Was. So I got on eBay at some point and I went and bought a ton of their old stamp sets that you could no longer, or alphabet stamp sets that you could no longer get through an actual demonstrator. We do have several die alphabets right now that are available, which are also great. But sometimes I love to stamp my words out. So this is a fun one. And I took it and stamped it in the petal pink. And then I fussy cutted each of those different letters out. And then I used our dies here, as you can see, to do the forever part. And I love mixing fonts. So this is another tip, is mix your fonts up. It creates more interest when you do that. And it just makes for a fun title for your page. And then as I'm looking over, I think that is probably it. I would recommend that you take each of these templates and give yourself a challenge to make one page from each of these templates that is in here and see what you come up with, because I find that sometimes it'll spur into another idea. You can also take these templates and create a second page. I am not usually a single page scrapper. I usually do double layouts most of the time. So this was a little bit of a challenge for me to find pictures that I had just enough that I could do a single page, but I did it. And maybe next time or sometime in the future, we'll have to take one of these templates and show you how you would create a double page layout from it. So anyway, I just want to thank you for stopping by today. I know it was a shorter video, but I appreciate all your support, and note that the other videos will be linked down in the description box below if you have not had a chance to see their videos this month. And then we will be back next month with a whole new theme, and we are excited to do that for you. So we'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.